This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's 6:53. Let's get you ready for your Monday here in the morning sprint.
Olivia Roberts has new information about a deadly apartment fire in the Bronx.
But first, Mark Peterson tracking a cloudy start to the work week.
Cloudy today and cool with a high of 30 degrees right now, sitting at 21. That 72-hour forecast has, again, rain showers coming in tomorrow after maybe some freezing rain on the transition. Mountain snow, certainly, and that's going to continue all the way into Wednesday morning. So we're looking for highs today that are cooler than average, but this could be the coldest day of the week with a high of 30 around our region, 35 in Coeur d'Alene, and 30 also into Deer Park.
Snoqualmie and Blewett passes are back open, but before you make any travel plans, the Department of Transportation says the priority is to get freight moving through. There is still more work to do to get those roads open for general traffic. Crews have cleared 2 narrow lanes on most of I-90. Washington DOT has reduced speed limits and that'll stay in place. Shoulders, exit ramps, and chain-up areas are mostly impassable, and access to restroom facilities are limited. White Pass is on track to reopen late this afternoon.
Mountain Pass closures meant thousands of students weren't able to drive back to campus this weekend. That's why WSU canceled classes on its Pullman campus for today and tomorrow. The university wanted to give students extra time to drive to Pullman safely. Other universities in the Inland Northwest have decided to start classes as scheduled this week. Eastern will resume classes today. Gonzaga will start back up tomorrow.
New details about the deadliest fire in New York City in more than 30 years. Investigators say a malfunctioning space heater ignited a mattress in the bedroom of a duplex apartment in the Bronx. The fire spread quickly, killing 19 people, including 9 children. As many as 13 others are in critical condition this morning. Fire officials say most of those injuries came from smoke inhalation, with many people not able to escape because of the volume of smoke in the building. More than 200 members of the New York City Fire Department helped fight the fire. They found victims on every floor, but were able to rescue many others as they fought through the dense smoke. The building housed a largely Muslim population with many immigrants from Gambia. New York's governor announced plans to establish a victims' compensation fund to help the dozens of families left homeless secure housing.
Just into the newsroom, some people with a weakened immune system can get a 4th dose of a COVID vaccine as early as this week. That is according to updated recommendations from the CDC. Last week, the agency shortened the window of Pfizer and Moderna booster shots from 6 months to 5 months. This means immune-compromised people who got their 3rd dose in mid-August will be eligible for a 4th dose, booster dose in mid-January. People with immune-compromised conditions comprise about 3% of the U.S. population.
All East Valley schools will be closed today due to staff members testing positive for COVID. In an email sent to parents, the superintendent says he doesn't believe they have the capacity to successfully hold classes. Although schools are closed, East Valley will offer COVID testing to students and families at Trent Elementary today. That will happen from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
New this morning, classes in Chicago public schools are canceled for a 4th day after the teachers union and the city failed to reach an agreement. Union officials are now proposing students begin virtual learning on Wednesday with a return to in-person on January 18th if COVID cases are not surging. But Chicago's mayor and school leaders are rejecting the proposal. They argue through masking, vaccinations, testing, school is still safer than being at home.
Will you set any financial goals for the new year? Numerica says it is possible to save more, spend less, and cut down your debt in 2022. It all begins with a budget. Take a look at your monthly income and set a goal for how much you want to spend, save, and share. Numerica recommends you spend 70% on your day-to-day needs and wants, save 25% for emergencies, your retirement, and that dream vacation you've been wanting to take. Then 5% should be a contribution to your community. The snowball method is a good plan for paying off credit card debt. Create a list of what you owe from smallest to largest debt. Focus on putting the most money towards your smallest debt while paying a minimum for others. Once it's paid off, celebrate, then move on to the next one.
Destiny, thank you. Washington lawmakers will come together today for the 2022 legislative session. The session is shorter this year with just 60 days. From bills about healthcare staffing, COVID vaccines, and naming pickleball as the state's official sport, lawmakers will have a shorter amount of time to do work. Limited legislators will be allowed on the floor this year with COVID testing. The 2022 Idaho legislative session also begins today at the Capitol in Boise following Governor Brad Little's State of the State address. All right, we're back with our final check of the weather with Mark Peterson coming up right after this. Don't go away. We're back in 75 seconds.